Okay, greetings. Welcome to another Deity Let's Play. We are the Japanese Empire and we are moving into the Classical Era.
A strong economy.
So, just a quick recap. We've gotten our 3 cities down. We have a 4th on the way. We've taken Brisbane off of Australia and taken out several units on the way through. Now these 3 are quite undefended. So we're going to do some pillages, some builder steals, and probably take Perth, Canberra and then Melbourne. There might be a point along the way where they offer us enough gold to halt for 10 turns, but we'll have to see. We are struggling a little on the gold front, despite a +4 commercial hub. Once we get a market and a trade route out of that, we should be fine. Now, aims for the Classical Era. We need to drastically improve our housing and amenities. So the first thing will be a bit of a wave of builders. We are looking at the great scientists and keeping track. Arabiata is up first, but there is someone putting out 3 great people points, so we'll have to be careful that Hypatia, if it comes up next, we're able to get a project in order to pick her up. So every time one gets picked up, we'll check. If it's Hypatia, we'll try our hardest. After that, a wave of settles. We're about to get a coastal city up here. I'd like another down here, and we'll decide between them which one gets mausoleum. I'd like to settle in here. It's going to be a great city, and nice and central. It'll probably be our Colosseum city, and then we can fill this land in for some amenities, and maybe even this whale if we can manage it. That's our goal for the next 50 odd turns. So let's jump into it. This war's gone well. Brisbane is only just losing loyalty. We will probably fix that with the governor. They did give us a builder charge. But as you can see, Brisbane is not fresh water, frustratingly. So he's going to have to repair that granary first, I think. And then we can repair the rest of it. And we will put a governor in. I'd love to get Pengala moving. So that's what we're going to do. He won't stay in Brisbane. He's just going to go into Brisbane for now until that loyalty gets back up. And then I'll move him to a more populous city. Which unfortunately is neither of these as well. Dedication. Monumentality is not really on the table. We have 1 + 4, and we are going to be placing another. So free inquiry is definitely an option. Otherwise, we have 3 districts complete and 1 on the way. So it could be that we get Pembroke and Voice. I think that is what we will do. I feel like I need to get the culture game rolling. We don't even have a government yet, and I want to get out to feudalism very quickly. We're going to have a lot of land that needs improving, so that serfdom builder charge is going to be great. We have a lot of campuses, so the natural philosophy, I think, the adjacency for campuses is going to be one we want very soon. So 9.3, that will go to 12.3 once we refresh. Let's progress with this war. Perth is up next. Like I said, I haven't noticed any units. I assume he's going to be building some. Remind me to pillage that. You are going to come down and help Sendai. Brisbane's going to take a while to recoup, so I don't need to spend time there. Shoot. Step across. Promote. Step in, step in. Come this way, no one in Canberra either. You are going to be the garrison. And you're going to come down here. Maybe to mine the mercury, try and help those amenities. Probably to chop a builder and then mine the amenities. Monument out here. Probably looking at a market library, trying to push those through. Masonry next turn, so I will chop that to get something out of here, and that something is probably a builder. So trying to move through these turns a little bit quicker. If I do over explain or if there's something you want me to spend more time on, jot it in the comments. We don't need the loyalty right now. Brisbane is holding steady, so I'll take the gold and the builder production. So you'll notice we're not building any builders, but I am planning to chop first one here, probably even a second, and then one here. So I'd rather have that plus 30% on my chops rather than a flat +1 across the cities. 1434, that's generous. Not all your gold though. Okay. Think you can defend this. And I did forget the village. That's fine. Masonry done. Horseback riding. Grab that 47 signs, thank you very much. And hopefully he doesn't run too far or chop anything. They do have iron working, so that could be a chop, which would be really annoying. You will just get that pillage off, start healing. Let's begin to surround. And pick up some experience. Promotion, that's great. Settle on the coast. There's sailing. I feel like we're rushing apprenticeship. We could stop off for sailing. We will want a harbour out of this city. Towards that end, this cattle will give us culture. So do we want a monument, or do we just get ourselves a builder? I might just get him plugging away at a builder. It's going to take a while for now. He is at 0.9 production, but that will at least double once he grows a population. That is a builder. Already got them queued up. So I'm going to chop that builder, which will complete it. We'll put a turn into the monument, we'll switch to a builder, and we'll rinse repeat through a lot of these Magnus tiles. That should supply enough builders for the adjacent cities as well as Tokyo, and we'll go from there. You are running around the back, trying to zone and control Perth. There we go. Arabayata goes.
Life is wasted.
Horseback riding. It is Euclid. Okay. So that means there are only two more. So we've got Zhang and Hypatia waiting in the wings. Euclid we can ignore. He is probably the weakest of them. So only 2 Eurekas. He is by far the weakest of the 4 starting great scientists. And so we are not interested. There is a builder to pick up. We will jump across. May as well do it this turn. That will zone of control Perth. Yes. So zone of control, I think I explained it earlier with Brisbane. Melee units do all tiles around them. Ranged units do the tile under them. And if you control all the tiles around a city, it's under siege and cannot heal. So otherwise that would go back up by 20 and be really frustrating, but we can just pick that down very quickly here. We can pick that up. You are going to chop a builder, so I will switch across, because I won't get 70 for that. I'll probably get like 40 plus 30%, so 50 something. So very safe to put at least one turn in. I can find out here. There we go. I do not get 58. That is 58 because of Magnus. So I get whatever 2/3 of that is. Like I said, close to 40 something. 58 plus the 30%. That should get that through. Now you have a myriad of roles to achieve. Tokyo is housing capped, which is not great. So the first thing will be a farm for Tokyo. Voila. That is our 4th improvement that gives us half a house. Sendai is very housing capped. So this builder is going to do luxury chop. So that's half a house. So your next job is going to be a farm here. 2 halves make a whole. And the last one will be your cattle. Because I need the production and the culture. Get Yoko moving. Alright, good use of that one. This guy is probably mine shop again. Into a builder for Osaka. Just trying to maximize how we use that early production.
Politics is the art of the possible.
Political philosophy. Haven't seen a unit to fight. Normally this is a pickup in war just to counteract the deities innate +4. Autocracy +1 to everything in the capital is nice. But we don't have the government plaza building out yet. If it's +2, that would be a consideration. But for now, housing and amenities are vital. 15% Great People Point isn't bad either. Production, influence. Not interested in Great General, so it's probably just money. Not building any units. I do want to pick up Mysticism soon, but the Preserve is going to mess up our district count, so I'll hold off on that a bit longer. And make some culture towards drama and poetry. Natural philosophy is our next goal. And then, like I said, out to feudalism for serfdom, and also our samurai. It's a long time till aqueducts. I'm wondering if I mine that. That could trigger apprenticeship. It will be a useful tile soon. I think I do. Think mine, chop. And in fact, let's drop that. It's really annoying. Pin. You are doing the same. You're going to mine. Chop him out. He's going to go back and mine that. Sneaky builder. He can actually come back to Canberra, and you can help him. There's going to be so many things to do around here once I take Canberra. Don't you run away. This probably drops this turn. Indeed it does. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm going to take damage on both of them. Didn't need to do that. Keep. Not even dropping. 4.1 from citizens. So that's a golden age triggering there. And also the garrisoned unit is more than enough. Okay. These are actually both discounted, which is interesting. I could end up doing the discounted commercial in here. You're quite a ways from 4. And you're just a very long way from 10, which is my main concern. So working some good tiles will lock in that growth, now that our housing is sorted. Because I do want this industrial as soon as possible. So it could be that Osaka is the one to get the government plaza. There's no reason it needs to be in a particular city. Because all the government plaza buildings apply to your entire empire. So I still think I want it there, but I might just have to buy that tile, swap that tile. Something to consider. We'll see. Osaka's a long way off doing anything useful. Hopefully we grow to the sheep. We can work that. So you will take that discounted commercial hub, only 63 production. With the help of this builder, that will change very fast. And apprenticeship's on its way. Drama and poetry is on its way a little too quickly. 12 and 19 is not of interest. I'd rather have Canberra. And Antan has declared war. Okay, so we're going to have to be careful. We're going to have some pink units coming out of here. You are I guess you should stay in my land, but I will send the scout across, see what we're dealing with. He very kindly moved this guy forward, which unfortunately I only have 2 that get a shot off, so it's not a kill. But hopefully he doesn't run too far. Okay, storm. And he's switched back. Okay, so we don't have to worry about pink units. I should not have put a turn into a builder there. You're going to have to finish that manually now, which is a bit of a shame, and maybe that chop even just goes into a market. You are going to farm and then pasture, because you are going to go get that plantation. So let's grab that first. It's not something that will work anytime soon. New barb. Okay. That's intriguing. So I don't have to worry about you. That can go to you. I would love that error score a lot. We are going to struggle for this next golden age, although Canberra and wiping out Australia as a total will be a lot. He probably shoots the scout actually, but he could go for the warrior because he's damaged. I may entice him out to this hill. Let's see if he falls for that. And cattle. So this is actually going to be the best use of our Pantheon. We'll switch to the production. This extra culture is really going to boost Perth along. More culture. You're coming this way, you're about to complete some housing. I might have sent a archer this way, might have been a play, but we'll see. He did. There you go, thank you Australia for being predictable. I'd love that kill, but I might have to take it with an archer. There we go. Got it back. That is zone of control established, yes. And Canberra will drop next turn. We can get the pillage. 49 faith. That's just a nice stopgap in case it's Hypatia after Euclid. Housing 2 out of 4. We're starting to grow again. So I will work this. We grow in 2, and then we will go back to this with a mine on it. Okay, getting close to apprenticeship. Got to make sure we finish the last mine before we get there. You will chop next turn. And actually, you're just going to send a builder this way. I'm not going to get another builder, so that chop is going to go into the market, most likely. Yep. Market library. You did grow to the sheep, which is great. I was worried it would grow to the maize. So once you're down, 3 turns, we can get closer to pop 4. And we'll do some district discount juggling. So we have a placed campus up here, which is good to remember. That will actually affect how many districts we have to have down for the mechanic. This will be a finished district, so our 4th completed, which means if this is our 4th available, which it will be, campus, commercial, government, industrial, we can get 1 discounted for sure. And if we place another campus out of Perth, definitely not discounted, 107. And we should be able to get 2 industrials down cheaply. Problem is I would like this industrial here. There's a strategic room for an aqueduct. Otherwise I could ignore that strategic and go aqueduct, industrial, commercial, whatever. What would that make it? 3, 6, 7, 8. If I go here, it's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I'll probably keep the sheep due to my pantheon. Okay, so that's actually an 8 versus a 7, just requires more setup. So we will do that. We'll do reduced industrial here, reduced industrial here. So may as well lock this in. You can heal. You're done healing. And may as well take the loyalty 1 turn, because I'll take Canberra probably next. More cattle. More cattle. Okay. Once we grow, this builder comes out quite quickly. 2 fish for Celestial Nav is our main consideration, and then picking up the fur. 14 and 57. Getting desperate, John. Not enough to persuade me to leave here. Have you repaired that already? No. Oops. Don't waste experience. Probably a little greedy just picking up all these promotions, but he has no way of hurting me. We'll throw some bait out the back. Some bait in there. You are nowhere near housing capped. I have no need for citrus after this pickup. So you will get a mine. You are done, and you are coming straight down for more pastures. This chop will go into the market. And this gold will go into our first trader. So 58 is very nice there, that'll push that right along. We will try and continue to grow, and I'll take this 2-2 for when we do. Okay, did flip back to Antan. Oh dear, okay. Hi, I don't think one of you can do it, but that's really inconvenient. I think the most likely recourse here is to take Canberra and peace, and just hope he doesn't pillage in that time. So he's only got a chariot, so it's not really a problem there. Any of you need experience? No? Alright, the warrior can have it. Nice. Up here for the chop. Yes to all of these, but I will start with a builder. And let's stop this from happening, that's just annoying. How much money do you have? 15, and you won't give me the 71. I will take 20 just to make sure you don't have any. I'll lose this because I own his capital, but 15 GPT is okay. Apprenticeship. Canberra is going to be quite the city. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. We are going to try and get down here. Oh, please don't clear it. I need that error score. And one of these is actually... We're going to go after this camp next, because I won't need this many units for Melbourne. Let's switch off drama and poetry. Actually, we'll put one more in. Bengala is established. You're actually growing okay. And a plantation here will actually give you one more housing, so you can stay. I was tempted to move it to Perth, because Perth is going to get quite a bit more housing than Brisbane, but Brisbane already has the campus, so we'll stay there for now. Great library doesn't mean anything to us, and we missed the camp. Okay, that's not great. I'm definitely going to have to send these guys south then, and I will probably send the guys that do extra damage. Nice. Okay, so still moving along. You do need a library. 18 turns is a lot of turns for a library. Let's get that monument out. And I think I'm going to try and use Hypatia for that one. It's going to be the goal. Extra production here is great. You are housing capped again, but you can get to 4, at which point you'll work this bit of science. Man, so many units down there, it's crazy. No need to sit around there, so I'll sit in between. We're doing okay, just keeping track. Turn 61, 20 and 20 is a little low. But the war just delayed us slightly there. Once we get this out, that will be a big boost to our yields. And hopefully by turn 70, turn 80, we can start getting these up closer to 50. Before we do that, always check what you're doing. Nearly completed drama and poetry. Jump over. That will just line up, which is nice. It's going to be super close. That will not line up down here, actually. You're not going to get there in time. Okay, we'll see how we go across that. I may end up triggering one of these and ruining my plans, but... Alright, so moving the 2s this way. The 1s, just going to gather around here. Heal. New wonder. Great library. Same wonder. Perth in 7. Apprenticeship in 4. Games in Rec in 4, which is not going to help. We're actually going to overshoot this, aren't we? No. Okay. That campus is going to save us by a turn. Do I need to like switch off of this or something to try and slow it down? I don't think that's going to make any difference. So we need to be ready to place all of these immediately. You won't be ready to place the government plaza. So maybe someone up here does instead. We'll see. That could be a government plaza out of Brisbane for the industrial zone of Canberra. That might be worth it. We'll have to have a look in 2 turns. Still running this way. 1 warrior, 2 archers should be more than enough. I think I'm going to need that +2 down there, otherwise we're going to run into trouble. Trade route capacity increased. That's perfect. That's not what I meant to click. That's fine. Next turn we get to place some things. You don't have any need to chop right away. I'll save that for when I've got a card in that's appropriate. There is a trade route to pillage, so that's nice. I will be doing that as soon as I go to war. Also setting up a little ring of archers for these warriors. Let's not end turn prematurely. See, already growing here nicely. That library will be great. Anxiously waiting to see what happens when Euclid goes. There are 2 people here, so if it's Hypatia next, I'm in a bit of trouble. We'll have to see how that pans out. This library will help get an extra point, but it will be close. I should have bought a trader that turn, that's fine. And there we go.
There is no easy way
Apprenticeship
to
done.
train an apprentice.
Industrial zones available. Time to get a little interesting about district placement. I'm going to do it straight away so that I don't forget and mess it up. First thing is buying this tile. Doesn't matter where we buy it from. See, we have an industrial zone at 66, which is amazing. However, first thing I'm going to do is I still want that to be my government plaza. So I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to swap. Oh, you're not big enough. Well, scratch that. I was going to swap my way through, place it, and then buy that back, swap that back from Tokyo for the industrial zone. But looks like I won't get that. That'll just have to be another district, like a theatre square or something down the line. So who is getting Brisbane? Can have the reduced government plaza right here. And Canberra gets the 66. Tokyo can have the 66. Four turns, that's amazing. And Canberra can have whatever that goes to. 66 still. No, won't be 66. Oh, it is. Okay, delightful. So both reduced. If we have a look now at another city, do I have a city that can place a district? No. That's alright. That's jumped. Actually, I don't have anywhere that can place a district in order to update what's happening. There we go, 112 instead. So saving 50 production on both of those is going to be amazing. That industrial zone is going to come out super fast from Tokyo. It will delay buying that trader by several turns, but that's okay. Get sailing. We can now pick up bronze working immediately into sailing. We're not going to get any more district discounts because everything here just requires far too many districts. We're going to get 3 new districts in the next few turns. So that'll put us up to a total of 7. We'd need to complete 7 in order to make sure that we're in front. So we're just going to pick up the districts. We'll get 9 or 10, and we're not too far off 9 or 10 completed districts. Finished here. You're going to get a builder into a chop of a settler. So let's queue that up, because you're very close to getting your settlers. You're going to go workshop, maybe library. Auckland is the next envoy after this. You have 3 charges. So let's start with this pasture. Nice industrial zone mine. Nice apprenticeship mine, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we're ready to go. Taking a look, we're going to mysticism. I'd like to get the scientist points in, just to keep up. There are 2 people competing, which is rare, but not unheard of. There's
I'm
Euclid.
also interested. I like to say
Bronze working mysticism. 1 source of iron. 1 source of iron? Come on, man. Other iron is here and here. Okay, suppose at least Osaka's going to have some production. I'm going to chop that for some money. And we're really going to try and get Osaka rolling here. Actually, I might get Brisbane going because that government plaza needs to come down. So let's do Brisbane instead. Natural philosophy is needed immediately. Auckland is going to be needed soon, but I'll hold it in case I need to steal ACAD off Australia or something happens in here. Not much going on. Don't really want to barb in here. One warrior is probably enough. He can come back up to Antan. Drama, sailing. Doing okay. Everyone's plugging away. Only consideration, I may try and do something a bit different in here to make sure that this is splendid. Because I'm struggling for error score. I feel like if I don't get the +3 for this, we won't make a gold. I can then get the +3 on the harbour. That's a 4. And maybe because this is so early, I can pick up Imitet. We'll see. See, this is the main consideration. And then I definitely want some settlers as soon as possible. A chop here as soon as possible, so that's what you will do. Probably chop all 3 of these. And that's the plan. That is the game plan. You repaired that? No. If you could build some useful things, that'd be great. Because I'm going to hold you as just basically a +15 GPT for 24 turns, and then you will die. So it is Hypatia. And we will have the exact amount of faith we need next turn to steal it. So that's great. That was going to be iffy. I really wish it hadn't been Hypatia. If this had been... Who are we missing? Zhang? Then he would have got Zhang and I would have just got Hypatia by default. So... Fine to use the 200 faith.
It is not that life, all the world's a...
Much better than having missed. Whew, scared me there. 2 things going, but double profit. Much better than having missed her altogether. So. Now, who doesn't have a library? You don't have any points into a library. I think Capital has points into a library, but doesn't have a library. And you have a library. So that's pretty easy. You're going to jump down there next turn. Sailing done into engineering. I can polish this off whenever I need to. You're just going to sit on the iron. Let's put all these to sleep so I don't have to keep clicking on them. I definitely want that iron mine ASAP. And Tokyo, 22422 is really nice. In 2 turns they'll all go up. But we'll start with that. This trade route is done in 4, and then we will switch that to go towards Tokyo. look, 30 and 30 at 67. Still not where we want to be, but not bad. I don't need scientist points now that I've picked up Hypatia. So I did waste a bit of faith there, but that's okay. I don't need writer points. I feel like people are beating me to those, yes. And I have a relic already in my capital. So I think we're staying as is. Plus 5 gold per turn is really not very significant, but these aren't either. Take the scientist points for a little while. I will switch back to money or unit production soon. Are we building builders? We are building a builder. 2 builders. Go. Let's pick up some scientist points, just so we're ready for when Sir Isaac appears. So there's Zangon. The medieval ones are quite mediocre. I just want to get a little bit of a head start. Stonehenge does not influence us at all. Okay, that's a commercial hub. It won't be into a campus, it will be into a market. More trade routes are better. I am going to have to wait on this, which is going to involve chopping this out, probably with this guy, into a builder, into an aqueduct, which is not too many turns away. No, okay. And your builder will do the same down here, chop an aqueduct. Slowly coming together.
Don't reinvent the wheel. I've lived through some
Wheel recorded. First industrial zone. That'll definitely be a workshop first for that production. Although I'd love to chop that workshop, so we'll see. Here's housing capped. There's not much I can do about that until Brisbane gets a move on. Towards feudalism. So turn 69, having a bit of a look. 30 and 30. I'd like to be closer to 50. Taking a little long on there. Let's update that. There's a library with Hypatia, and let's go +9. There we go. I'd like to be closer to 50. We're going to be promoting Bengala, also with science. Next wave of builders could be feudalism builders if I do it differently. 1, 2, and 5. Okay. So I'll pick up the +5 culture now. And I will actually hold both of these builders. Builder. Builder. I'll let the monument go. Yep. Timing on this should work pretty well. So basically what I'm trying to do there is I'm trying to put as much production into builders while I have +30%. And then at feudalism we'll flip the 30% into +2 charges and finish all the builders with the extra charges. That should allow us to get the most infrastructure possible. And then we will immediately put in the settler card and do a similar thing with settlers. All of those builders will chop something into a settler.
If bread is the first necessity.
That is our next phase. On our way to Imhotep. On our way to Abdu, although we don't really want him. You'll step this way for a hit. No real point in taking damage there. Builder, builder, builder. Don't finish that. Industrial. I'm gonna hold that. Hurts, but it is what it is. It's just a great city at the moment. I'm gonna keep that moving. Does it need more growth? Maybe. I might need that plantation for the growth. Denounces me. Basically just means that peace is at an end. We've been 10 turns at peace.
Invincibility lies in the defense.
So he can attack me at any time. I will grab science rather than scientist point. And we're making our way down here. So I'm going to have to delay that. That's only +3 there, isn't it? Yeah. So potentially a mine there will actually be enough. Otherwise an aqueduct on either of these would also do it. Okay, jump in for a kill. You can step forward. Okay, that's not ideal. Hopefully we can just lure him in here and take him down. You're going to plug away in an audience chamber. Just keeping track of these builders. Want to make sure I don't finish any. Into a settler, please. Back to your workshop, please. I will grab Liang. And he can go to Sunday for the housing. And that will actually make a 6 charge builder. Abadana goes. Engineering next turn. Feudalism in 3. Mashu Pishu, that's...
Normal people believe that...
Thanks, Sean. That's intimidating. Okay, someone's a little bit in front of me, especially when it comes to build wonder production. So I'm really hoping everything I want is still there by the time I get to Imhotep. It's going to be a big boost to gold, and we're actually hanging out for that somewhat. I'll prepare Celestial Nav with astrology. I wish it was astronomy, that would be a cheap astronomy. Fortify, fortify. He should step and hit, which will hurt, but with 2 archer shots and a swap, I think he dies. 5. Not complete. Settler. 4 and 5. We'll have a look. I may hold the 13 for one more turn. The 30% for one more turn.
I don't believe in astrology.
Astrology. See if that hits in 1, which I might just do. I'd love to get it with these 2. Actually, there's no point in ticking that over. So we'll go this way. I do want to get gunpowder. I do want to get kill wire at some point. Let's just pick this up for now. I probably never own 2 galleys, so I can also just go straight through to cartography. Let's get some pastures. So that will tick when I have feudalism, which won't be next turn but will be soon. Trade route finished, that was Tokyo to Sendai, so I want to go somewhere and send it back to Tokyo. The current trade route is coming from Brisbane. Look at that though, 23633, that's amazing. So Canberra, Perth, Osaka. I think it's Canberra. I think Canberra's just literally my next best city now, thanks to Australia. So he didn't hit in, which is a bit daunting. Means they're going to put a lot of damage into one of these archers. But not enough. Minor victory there. The +4 flanking is just going to be enough to push him over. Very nice. Step up. We're probably going to end up trying to play that trick a few times, luring someone onto these 2 tiles for the archers to take out simultaneously. Yep, 3 turns. I want to wait. I can tick one more. No one's finishing a builder. Man, I hate when you try and plan these and then you're off by a turn. 2 turns there. Tokyo, another 2, 3, 6, 3, 3. Thank you. Step up. No archers. Great. I will try and cross as a group if possible. And quick check of the age, at least 17, so that's good. You've grown out here, so your builder will be amazing. And 1 turn, 3 turns, so I will switch off. And you can finish the monument, because why not? You're at 3. You're at 3. Alright, so next turn we flip this off. There we go, medieval feudalism.
Democracy.
No longer have access to the 30%, we have the +2. That goes in. Housing's nice, but +1 production. Everybody goes back to doing builders. Except for you, because Liang's not in the city yet, so I'll give you 1 more turn. And then I will need settlers, so I'm going to pick up a cheap civic. Towards Merchant Republic. So we'll get military training in 2, I believe. I'll put a turn here. Because I would like this to finish in 3. That is a warrior, so that's not a problem. That is a heal. Excellent. He can hit the archer. Alright, we managed to time that nicely. Whole bunch of 5-charge builders coming out. Spawned an archer, which is really problematic. I might even lose this here. I will definitely lose this. So I think I lose it by trying to hit this archer. So let's take that shot. And then you are going to die anyway, so let's kill the archer. And we'll get ready to try and cross next turn. We'll switch these actually. Let's get that warrior across. Builder out. 5 charges, how beautiful. You are housing capped. I don't want to spend 2 of those charges on farms though. So I am just going to mine this to start with. And then we'll look at some chops. You're done in 2. You have Liang established, so it can be done now. You're done in 2, you're done in 1, so we can switch back to done in 3, sure. And they will be settlers out of pretty much everywhere except here. I'd love to chop that workshop if I can.
Few inventions have been.
That's fine. He actually had to jump in and fight me to get that kill, which is great. That'll allow me to cross. And these 3 are more than enough. I'm glad I brought that extra warrior though. I didn't think it would be necessary, but it was very necessary in the end. You are out and you are going to chop that settler as soon as you are able. But first... stirrups. So +1 to pastures, which is amazing. That's going to improve the empire all over the place. Celestial nav soon. Very soon. And the next thing is going to be meeting new civs. Our gold is really struggling, so I need to be able to embark. Maths first is fine. Done. Start with that chop. I would like an aqueduct down first. Make sure this hits +5. Or 6. Excellent, that's a lot of cash. I'm going to need that. Basically going to grab these 3 forests and chop them now. That's going to be into a settler next turn. I'm going to try not to overshoot this settler. 57 plus 50% is about 90. So I'm already over. So let's not put any more turns into that. Let us instead place a district here. Another industrial zone. I lose 50% of the chop doing it this way, but no, it's a Liang city. Let's just put some work into a builder. You are going to chop that into some population and some aqueduct. That's fine. Just a spearman. That's almost a kill on the spearman, which is great. Oracle went, that's
Without
okay.
mathematics,
I would have liked
those
the
who in
Oracle.
quarrels.
Housing capped for a couple of turns. Military training done. Mercenaries, we do want those 4 trade routes first, but we might not get there. We'll see how we go. Builder complete with 5 charges. You can start doing useful things again. Having a look, anything coming down cheaply? Diplo quarter. Nothing else is discounted. I do want a commercial hub. Probably now. Or I can get that aqueduct as well. Commercial is probably more important. Let's get that rolling. These are probably most likely to be chopped to fill in districts. So let's go this way, and I can buy that iron, considering how much gold I'm about to get off of here. So that's 60 and a free tile. I'll continue that along these. Auckland needs to be enthused for the +1 there. Yoko is taking too long. There's Celestial Navigation. Pick that up. You coming this way to chop that. Probably, maybe straight into the workshop, but more likely into settlers. Still keeping track, still Abu. We're still in front, which is a bit painful. That shouldn't be an issue. Alright, no one back here, that's great. I'll leave a damaged unit in the camp. You can chop into that settler. And we'll get an aqueduct. This settler needs to settle down here as soon as possible. Okay, there we go. So turn 80. Have a quick look. Not really as far along as we'd like to be, scientifically. Culture's doing pretty well at 50. Some passive faith. Good amount of gold now. We'll continue that with this merchant. So we're going to use that for... Probably could have used that to buy a builder, although we have enough around. This just never managed to finish its builder, strangely enough. So I'll have to be careful not to finish that now. I'll finish that again in a moment. I'll plug the card back in for a few turns to purchase a builder. We'll have the cash. Probably add this settle. Okay, that's done. A couple of chops. I will start here. You are housing capped still, so I'd rather not chop the jungle until you're not. But 10 is too long. So I may buy this to chop this out. At 107, that's going to be pretty close to finishing it. Another mine up here, that's an excellent chop. Let's do that. Let's get this industrial zone rolling. It's going to be a great boost to the city. Done, done, done. Question is whether this is worth holding. I don't think I get a city down here to make it +3 rather than +2. The city would have to be... here? Which is really just not very nice. So I still don't have this city out, which is a problem. Next city goes up here. This city needs to place its harbour. Next turn, okay. Hopefully it doesn't tick over immediately. I will just clear that so I don't have to deal with the barbs anymore.
Set your course by the stars.
Celestial Nav. And it did tick to 10 turns. Damn it. Okay. Can I finish a harbour in 10 turns? I need so much. Yeah? It's ridiculous. I need iron working. I can take Melbourne, so that's +5 for killing Theatre Square. Oh, I really hope you finish that. That'd be +5 for killing a Civ. This will be 4 for a Samurai. That's 9. That'll put us over into a normal age. We then need like 10 more. So I can finish a +4 harbour for 3, buy a boat for 2, and finish this for 3. That's another 8. We could end up 1 short still. I can't think of anything else. You're not going to get recruited in time. I can pick up one scientist, which is one more point. It's going to be close. I'm not sure if I can make this golden age, but we'll do our best. This is going to have to be Halicarnassus now. I don't have time to build a new city down here. So I may as well chop that for the food. Which will housing cap you. I will swap that tile so I can work. So screw it, let's swap all of these. With this extra pasture, actually, that's a housing. Okay, that'll work. You're gonna go to 6. Gonna work all the good production. I can chop here and here with the last 2. That'll finish the harbour. I might have to do an industrial zone project. 2 and 6. You will get that splendid industrial zone and can probably do something similar. We might get there, we'll see. Missing this camp was a bit brutal. I mean, I didn't know it was there, but being so close and not getting the +3 was just rude. Yeah, let's grab that. Mercenaries is not part of the New Age, so we're definitely rushing exploration, although I can't get there. After ironworking, I can get buttresses if I buy 2 galleys. Okay. I need cartography actually, so I can't get there. So that's one point I missed there, because my science just isn't quite high enough.
Everything has its limit.
Ironworking done. I would have loved that chop to be a settler. So 120, so you get about 20% of a project. What is a project currently? 100. So it's only going to get me 22 points, which is going to do absolutely nothing right now. I will chop this workshop. See, no, I'm just going to chop a settler. I feel like missing this golden age is kind of bound to happen. So I don't want to derail the rest of my game by chasing after it. It definitely happens now. I can't get to Rockhampton. I can't kill Rockhampton in 9 turns, can I? I'm gonna have to try though.
We will noble.
This extra pillage will be quite nice, actually. Is that war with Antan? It is. That's fine, I'm probably going to ignore him. I would love to have gone and gotten that, but we'll grab this chop instead. Splendid industrial zone coming out of Canberra. There we go. Nice pillage. Nice bit of damage here. You're just going to go do nothing, hopefully. Chopping that settler out of here. I'll wait one and immediately regrow. Workshop. Get hanging gardens for the 3 points. No, I just can't. I just can't bring myself to do it. There's no camps in here, are there? Yes, we've been prime land for a camp, but doesn't seem to be space for one. No, there's no. Pyramids in 9, it's not going to work either. Maybe. We'll see. Mercenaries next turn. Still has 5 in there, which is not something I can get past. No quick deals. This scout's coming up to do something about this. You are going to cut something out, but I don't know what. All of these are great, but not really necessary. That's a 4 theatre square. That's actually... That's actually splendid as well, isn't it? Okay. That should do it. One splendid copy of every district. Nice. Okay, a little bit of a fretful moment there, but I think we've managed to pull that off. Next turn I may switch from settlers. I'm about to put one out of the cap. You can just hard build slowly.
Being a mercenary,
Great general.
though, hey.
Mercenaries. Library. Not interested. You're done. You can finally grow. 3 out of 8 and nothing to do. Get your builder. You are Liang. I could get a horse. I won't get it in time though. 7 turns. So definitely chopping here. And I need this chop. Which I don't know how I do that. I need him to go away. Let's see.
I cannot imagine any condition.
Three envoys, nearly enough to take Anton. If it came with a governor title, I would have it. I don't have room for a trader right now. No, good. So, 7 turns. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, settle. So if need be, I can also get the bonus to 8 out of 8. Why did I lose housing? It should be 8 out of 9. Oh, you lost the horse. Okay. That's annoying. There you go. Okay, this has been very scrappy. We're getting there slowly. Canberra's just a beast. Don't need settlers. We're gonna need back to nearly trained builders. I'm gonna buy a builder. Actually, I probably need that gold for only 125. Buttress is going to take too long. I can get some galleys out of here though. Can I not? Galley for 260. Okay, I won't be able to buy 2 of them though. And I also won't be able to chop. You're going to have to chop this and hope that's enough. How short am I? 13. 3, 3, and 5. Can I even run there in time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it dies in 5 turns. Okay. And that's 11. So I need 2 more from somewhere. Which I'm gonna hope is the most cities in the world with this settle. Ah, there we go. Got it there already. Monument. You are going to get an entertainment complex very soon. Monument first. Repair your campus. Yeah, sorry, lost the commentary a bit there as I tried to figure that out. Didn't want to waste too many turns on it, but see, there's a lot of holes in where our empire should be at the moment. I'm going to run around here, see if I can bait you away. I'm just going to chop this actually. Minus 11, completely unnecessary. Can you get in and shoot? No. Okay, it's fine. That wasn't what I meant to do. This is going to be close whether I can get to Rockhampton. Okay. Keeping track, let's not lose out. I really don't want this. That's a bit of a shame. 175 is what I'm looking for. We're getting there very slowly. Then we can start on some wonders. Let's get this chop into a workshop. This chop doesn't need to go anywhere just yet. Actually, I can chop you into Sendai, that doesn't have to go to the capital. We have the builder card in. No. Right, just gotta make sure I don't finish this, which I won't. Plantation online. +3. Magic Theatre Square. That's a kill. Actually getting a campus up as well, which is nice. So we'll have some play out of Rockhampton. Yoko will need to buy that. 8 turns. 4 turns. It's going to take 65 off. Okay, delightful. It comes down next as a +4. Yep, 2, 3, 4. And that will be enough. Phew. Don't have any use for these units anymore. They're just going to go to coastal cities in case I get attacked by barbarians. So anything with a... Actually, it doesn't have to go all that way. Anything with a harbour. Let's make sure that's going to my workshop. It is. That will probably chop one more settler, but I'll need the card in again. And Gardens goes Splendid Harbour. That's fine. Great Admiral. It's not relevant for me. Let's have a look. Chance of the next one being more useful. This is really bad. feel like that's always a pass. So we will get one next turn, which is good. So it's not a pass for long. We'll have to see if that's any better. Lighthouse. That will be a Mausoleum Halicarnassus right here. No point putting it down now. We'll just work on the lighthouse until Imhotep's ready. In fact, I might have to do this. It's a bit shit. But I do want Imhotep out almost immediately. So let's just chop that out. Let's just get that project done. You can move on, keep chopping. There are no more hills in your area. This is going to have to be some lumber mill kind of stuff going on. Nothing right this moment. Guess you can come down here. Make an advance. Step in, advance. I'm only going to be able to hit once there. No, twice, that's fine. Okay, that's plenty of hits. Monument, this needs to be into an entertainment complex. From here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. So Colosseum or entertainment on either of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Preferably here then, and I can settle here. So that would make that the entertainment to jut up there. And then we can theatre either side if I want to. Yep. So I need to buy that tile and chop this tile. You will need to do what I just said. So I'll wait on that, wait on that. Flood didn't hurt anyone.
Him that's over.
Well, it did hurt people, but got some few bits and pieces there. The new camp is nice. You can come back. You can come back. Let me change this. No more upgrading for a while. Just builders and production. Great scientist was recruited. Excellent. Damn, I'm going to have to pass that one as well. I don't have a holy site, so... Library. We will chop an aqueduct eventually. Governor title. Let's still get a couple more governors. Raina out of Canberra, I suppose. And this chop is now ready next turn. We're not at war with Akkad, are we? No. So I can't pillage that. I can just take Rockhampton next turn though. Don't want to block that. I was kind of hoping he'd finish it in time. That's fine. Oof, nearly got it. As you can see, we got nothing that turn. I haven't finished it yet. Okay. Hanging Gardens goes. I will definitely save this for the next era. Hopefully he doesn't clear it. Finish the project. Get your builder out. You are going to swap this out. going to massively overproduce a monument. So this entertainment complex, which is coming in discounted, which is nice, will actually be up here. Four turns. That'll provide plenty of amenities, which is nice. Your turn to get a new district. Again, theatre squares. Diplo does nothing for me right now. So it's probably actually a commercial hub. 100 gold is acceptable. I don't really mind which square of this it is. I guess I can waste the food here. You'll chop it out next turn. So, guess just put a turn into a builder. You can settle there. Lots of cities down, so we're starting to get where we want to be. And that's going to be the kill. And that's going to be the Golden Age.
The principles for which we have fought will survive.
+5, saying goodbye to Australia. Nice new city up the top. Everyone else is where they need to be. You just get a monument for now. I'll sort out your districts later. And that's where we stand. So cities aren't as far along as I'd like. Only 8 pop capital is a bit painful. We had a few housing problems for a while until I finally managed to get a government plaza up. But through that shuffling, we got to that Golden Age. Medieval fairs, everyone's moving around. I'll finish cartography soon enough. 2 harbours. I might even try and chop cartography out of here. Pyramids went, Edamanaki went. So pyramids going is a bit of a shame. That's always a nice one. Switch back to education. And that'll be it. So we'll leave it there, going to the new era. Medieval era.
All that glisters is not
Medieval
gold.
fairs. So this era is going to be a party. We're going to get a dedication. It's probably going to be whatever it's called, free inquiry. That's going to be quite a bit of science. We have a nice harbour, we have a nice commercial. We're getting some more commercials up in these cities. A little bit behind on that. I would have liked to have 4 to 6 trade routes by now. We have put out another settler who will go down here. So we've nearly filled in all our land and managed to take the majority of Australia. So a good spot to be in at turn 92, and we'll see how we progress from here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know where I should go. Thanks a lot.